Come with me, Wallace, to a windswept beach in Holland. Because this is home to an incredible creature that only needs a slight breeze to spring into life.
My name is Theo Janssen. We're here in Ypenburg in Holland, where I work every day. And here I try to make new forms of life, which keeps me busy 24 hours a day. And I want to put those out on the beaches where they can live in the future. And they don't have to eat because they get their energy from the wind.
Theo's been making his creatures for over 20 years. And he's evolving such clever designs that one day he hopes they'll be able to leave home and live permanently in the Dutch sand dunes. Incredibly, his animal-like creatures are only made from PVC. Getting them to walk smoothly was the first step, but his animals still needed their creator to get them going. He had to pull his first creatures up into the wind before they could scuttle back up the beach. But Theo didn't want to always have to pull his offspring up the beach, so the next generation got a propeller. And then, to give them more running power, he borrowed nature's best wind design ever and gave them wings. Through hours of experimenting and trial and error, Theo's designs are becoming more and more independent.
What I've found about this experience of making new forms of life is that you discover all the problems which the real creator must have had creating this world. These animals will survive on their own, just like you raise your children and then there comes a day that you can kick them out of the door and that they live their own lives. Hopefully at the end of my life they will survive a lot better than they do now. Then I could die quietly knowing that I will live on for the beaches, on the beaches.
I'm Ed Whitaker from General Motors. A lot of Americans didn't agree with giving GM a second chance. Quite frankly, I can respect that. We want to make this a company all Americans can be proud of again. That's why I'm here to announce we have repaid our government loan in full with interest, 5 years ahead of the original schedule. But there's still more to do. Our goal is to exceed every expectation you've set for us. We're putting people back to work, designing, building, and selling the best cars and trucks in the world. With our 100,000-mile, 5-year powertrain warranty to guarantee the quality and the unmatched life-saving technology of OnStar to help keep you safe. From new energy solutions to the designs of tomorrow, we invite you to take a look at the new GM.
Mythological creatures.
Who are you? What are you?
I'm a mermaid.
That's right, mermaids, able to swim underwater without oxygen.
I started to cry. It was real, and I dreamed of it my whole life.
Plus, marathon. Scarier, swimming with whales and sharks, or swimming this far under with no oxygen. Real-life mermaids.
It's like it kind of imbues me with some kind of superhuman powers.
When we come back. Now, real-life mermaids. Here's John Quinones.
They live in the deepest waters, where light begins to vanish. Some of the largest, most feared creatures known to man. And there, swimming among them, what appears to be a legendary figure. In fact, she's very real.
If someone were to ask you, who are you? What are you?
I would say I'm a mermaid.
That's right, a mermaid. Her name is Hannah Frazier, and she can free dive 50 feet below the sea and return to the surface on a single breath of air. Unlike most divers, Hannah carries no oxygen tank, no face mask, no warm wetsuit, only her mermaid tail.
It's like it kind of imbues me with some kind of superhuman powers of confidence and longevity to be in the ocean. So, you know, really strong, fast swimmers can't keep up with me when I'm wearing it.
And like magic, this special tail gives her speed, power, and maneuverability.
You need to have a completely fluid movement so that all of the propulsion gets right to the end of the tail.
Undulating.
And if you look at a dolphin, it's exactly the same thing.
And that allows Hannah to keep up with the sea's fastest swimmers. This fascination, this dream of becoming one with sea life, began when Hannah was a young girl in Australia.
Well, I made my first tail when I was 9 years old, and it's quite amazing that my mother even let me tie my legs together and throw me into the pool with, you know, pillow stuffing down there. It was pretty dangerous.
Like Houdini.
Yeah, it was like sink or swim.
She's been swimming ever since, with more refined tails. In fact, she's turned this passion into a full-time profession, performing at aquariums and in films. It may look effortless, but make no mistake, Hannah's underwater adventures are not for the faint of heart.
Swimming with whales was one of the